Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the auction here today at 21 Linden Street in Prahran. My name is Jack Richardson and I'll be your auctioneer here today, and assisting me with Walter Summons and James Addett, and together we proudly represent Hockingstuart Armidale. Now, buyers, before I do call for your spirited bidding here today, I am required by law to read through the auction rules before briefly summarising the contract and section 32. The auction rules state that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer are willing to go bidders on request, the law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I will use during the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law, only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the printed form of contract under which we are selling here today has been on display for the last 30 minutes and is a standard auction contract here for your protection. This contract states that we are the preferred agent at Hockingstuart and we may sell for and on behalf of our vendor the land along with any improvements that pass to the property known to you and I as 21 Linden Street in Prahran. The chattels that pass at today's sale are all fixed floor coverings, electrical light fittings and window furnishings, and we are selling, whereby a 10% deposit is required upon the signing of today's contract and the balance payable on the 10th of December 2016. However, that does fall on a Saturday, so due to general conditions 16.2, we'll move to the next business day, being Monday, the 12th of December 2016. The attached copy of title confirms the property we are selling here today as volume 11627, folio 156, or better known to you and I, as I previously mentioned, 21 Linden Street in Prahran. The outgoings to this home do not exceed $3,000 per annum and the zoning is neighbourhood residential Schedule 5. Now, before I do move to the next part of the auction, ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions here today?
Jack?
Yes, sir.
I've had my solicitor review the contract, and one thing I've forgotten to check is whether this particular property is in a bushfire-prone area. If it is, what are my responsibilities?
So I will advise you the contract in section 32 has been on display for the last 30 minutes. We are selling as an unconditional sale here today on that section 32, and ask you on that basis, and good luck with your bidding here today. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I've been to a heap of auctions lately, and
yep.
I was just wondering, if I'm holding the bid and the property's on the market, can you just knock it down quickly?
So if you give everyone an equal opportunity to bid and be the highest bidder, but I ask you to bid with confidence here today and bid on that basis, and good luck with your bidding. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Well, buyers, before the spotlight shifts from me and moves more firmly over to you, I'd like to highlight the very reason we have such a wonderful attendance here today. And I'm sure you will all agree, when you first look to get into the market, the first thing you look at is position. And ladies and gentlemen, it does not get better than Linden Street in Prahran. Everything one would want is on offer. Public transport, literally the end of the street, with the trams on High Street. If you do prefer the train, short stroll just down Williams Road, and it's Hawkesburn Station, and it will take you only 3 stops, and you can explore everything the world's most livable city has to offer in the CBD. And the real beauty of having that train station so close, ladies and gentlemen, it's only 2 stops to Richmond. And from there, you'll be in your seat, pie in hand, at the MCG. You could have been there a couple of weeks ago, watch the mighty Bulldogs with that record-breaking premiership. Or if you'd like to keep it local, ladies and gentlemen, who could blame you? Everything is on offer one would want. Some of the best lifestyle strips and villages in Melbourne are all walking distance. You can grab your coffee from Spoonful Cafe in the morning, walk down Chatsworth Road, and you're at Hawkesburn Village, and you can pick up your shopping for the week. There's boutique cafes, boutique butchers, bakeries, delis, everything you need, ladies and gentlemen. From there, you can swing past the lovely Victoria Gardens, have a kick of the footy, or perhaps the iconic Prahran Pool, chase that black line, work off a bit of that food you just picked up at Hawkesburn Village. From there, perhaps a night out with the kids, well, without the kids might even be better. Head to Chapel Street, have a drink or two, Morris Jones, Jungle Boy perhaps, before exploring some of the world-class restaurants there, Mr Miyagi, Tokyo Tino, just to name a couple. You're also surrounded by some of the best schools in Melbourne, whether it's primary school, Our Lady of Lourdes, Stonington Primary, as well as some of the more elite secondary schools, Melbourne Grammar, Wesley, Lauriston, all just a stone's throw away. And ladies and gentlemen, when you've finished up watching the footy or doing your shopping for the week, you come back to this absolutely stunning contemporary family home. And you can park your car in the double lock-up garage, walk inside, and the first thing you notice, certainly the first thing I noticed when walking through for the very first time, is the abundance of natural light that flows in through that north aspect and the outstanding proportions that flow throughout the home. You've got 4 really good sized bedrooms, that master with the walk-in robe and ensuite, as well as 3 other bedrooms, 2 with walk-in robes, 1 with ensuite, all served by that central bathroom upstairs. Great open plan living, dining, hardwood floors, soaring high ceilings, well-appointed kitchen, stone-top benches, state-of-the-art appliances, nothing to do there, ladies and gentlemen. Separate laundry plus powder. The list goes on and on and on. You'll be the envy of all your neighbours and friends when you're having them over on a lovely afternoon like today, sun streaming in, having a barbecue, watching the kids have a kick of the footy or perhaps a hit of cricket outside. I'm sure you'll all agree it's an outstanding opportunity that awaits one, but just one lucky buyer here today. Now, in order for it to all happen, we do need some audience participation. We've seen sales in the area in excess of $1.1, $1.3, $1.5 million and beyond. Can I suggest perhaps a more conservative start to get things underway today? Can I see a start of $920,000 anywhere at all? Who wants to start me off, ladies and gentlemen? Looking for $920. Thought that may have been a bid, sir. Could have been a very expensive scratch at the nose. At $920,000, can I see? Over to you now, ladies and gentlemen. In your hands. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will place a $895. Looking for $920, sir. Can I say $920? I didn't ask for a start, so I appreciate that. $895,000. This gentleman has shown his intent early at $895,000, looking for a rise to $920 anywhere at all. At $895,000, who wants to make it 20 for me, if you will, but $895 the bid. At $895,000 outstanding value, this sort of level, ladies and gentlemen. At 95 I have. At 5 the bid now at $895,000. Who wants to make it 920? But 95 I have. At $895,000. First, second, third call at $895,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will place a vendor bid at $920,000. Invite you back in for a rise of 10. At $920,000, sir, what do you say? Can I invite you back in for 10? Looking for 10 at this stage, sir. I'll take your 5 and 25 I've got. At $925,000, who wants to make it 35 for me, if you will, but 25 the bid. And 35 I've got straight back, sir. What do you say? 35 the bid and 40 I've got now, another 10, sir. 40 the bid, another 10, that's a yes. 5 there, and 45 I've got. At $945,000 the bid, straight in front, 45 I have. Back to you, sir, another 5 it helps. $945 the bid. At $945,000 I have now outstanding value, this sort of level. At 45 I have. 5 and 50. Another 5. I'll give you a moment. 5 I've got and 55 now. At $955,000 should be like seagulls on chips, this sort of level, ladies and gentlemen. At 60 the bid. Another 5, ma'am, straight back, and 65 I've got. Another 5, sir. 65 the bid here against you and you. At 65 I have now, straight back, another 5. 65 the bid now, make it 70 for me if you will. But 65 the bid. $965,000, sir. What do you say? Another 5 or 10 could be a good bid, but 65 I have. At $965,000 about you, ma'am, another 5. 65 the bid now. At 65 the bid now, 5 I have fairly bidden off on my left. At $965,000, first call at $965. Second call at $965,000 for my third call now at $965,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll make it very clear. If I get no further bidding at $965,000, I will pass the property into this gentleman who has the first and exclusive right to negotiate at our vendor's extremely realistic reserve price. He will take that opportunity. There'll be a sold sticker on the board in a matter of minutes. That's the position you need to be in. Make no mistake, if you're here to buy the property, need to bid at $965,000. Back to you now, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time. At $965,000.
Confirm who the bid's with.
$965,000 with this gentleman on your left against you primarily, sir. What do you say?
2.5.
2.5, 67.5. At 67.5, another 5, sir. 72.5, straight back, sir. 5,000, 77.5 I've got. At 977.5 another 5. And 82.5, and we are on the market and we are selling, ladies and gentlemen. At 82.5 the bid. 20, good bidding for a good property. $1,002,500 on my left. At $1,002,500, what do you say, ma'am? Another 5? $1,002,500 I've got. Another 5 or 10, try the knockout blow. 2.5 the bid. At $1,002,500 about you, sir. Straight back. At $1,002,500, show your strength, be bold. At 2.5 the bid now. At $1,002,500, first, second, third call. 5,000, 7.5, welcome back. At 7.5, straight back, sir, another 20. At 7.5 the bid. At $1,007.5 the bid, I like the 20. Come back and try it again. And 10. Another 2.5 or 5? 10 the bid. $1,010,000 I have and 15, another 5? 15 the bid, 17.5. Another 5, ma'am. 17.5 the bid, make it 22.5 now. 25 could be a good bid. And 22.5 I have. At $1,022,500, ram it to 30, sir. Try the knockout blow. 22.5 the bid. 1. 23.5. Straight back, 30. 23.5 the bid. Come with me for 30 now. Come with me for 30. 23.5 I have. At 23.5 I have now $1,023,500. We're on the market. We're selling 28.5. At $1,028,500, round it to 30. Get me off the tricky numbers. 28.5 the bid. What do you say? 34 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double lock-up garage. What more could you want? 28.5 the bid. Outstanding opportunity. And 30 I'm at now. Another 2.5 or 5?
I'll give you 2.5.
2.5 and 32.5. Thank you, sir. At 32.5 the bid. At 2.5 I have now on my right. Straight back, sir. What do you say? 2.5 I have now. At $1,032,500. Walking distance. Chapel Street, Hawkesburn, High Street, Armidale. What more could you... 2.5? 32.5. Sorry, 35? You confirm your bid? 35. $1,035,000. Straight back, another 2.5, sir? 7.5 now. Make it 40. 37.5 the bid. I'll give you a moment to think about what's on offer. You shouldn't be thinking, you should be acting. At $1,037,500. 1.5? 2.5. So it makes it 40. Thank you, man. At 40 the bid. Straight back. 40 the bid. Straight in front. $1,040,000. We're on the market. We're selling, ladies and gentlemen, $1,040,000. First, second, third call at $1,040,000. Sir, what do you say? How about 500 before you go? Surely it's worth another bid. $500. Get yourself out of the market. It's less than a pair of shoes up the road. Surely. $1,040,000. We're selling. We're on the market. Come in for 500. Don't ask me for another one come Monday. I will not have one this good. At $1,040,000, I'll give you a moment to think. At $1,040,000, what about you, sir? What do you say? Another 500. Get you back in the game. You're definitely out. Definitely had your best. Thank you very much for your bidding. You've been fantastic. At $1,040,000, can I confirm you're definitely out, sir? Thank you very much. At $1,040,000, we are selling, buyers. At $1,040,000, I will make it very clear. Once the contract hits my hand and I say sold, the property is indeed that. At $1,040,000, if there's anyone else here today waiting for your opportunity, now's the time. At $1,040,000 once. Twice at $1,040,000 for my third and final call. We're all done. Hold silent. No further bidding. At $1,040,000, we are selling. We are selling. We are sold. Congratulations to our purchaser, commiserations to other bidders. On behalf of Hockingstuart and our vendor, thank you very much for your bidding and attendance here today.